Hello Opals users. In this video tutorial, I'm going to illustrate a new option on the loaned items report in Opals. We have added an email option so you can email all the patrons of your library items that they have on loan. Please note that the loaned items report also lists overdue items in red. So it lists both items that aren't overdue and the overdue items in red. You may want to exclude the overdue items and run your overdue notices for these items. Or if you choose to select all, you can email all your patrons the loaned items report, and you may want to put a note in the email notice saying you have some overdues and please pay attention to the dates. Or you could just leave it out during these circumstances. I should also note at this time that we have a new tool titled the Opals Due Date Reassignment Utility that can move ahead all your due dates in the event your library may be closed for an extended period of time. These lists are used to know what is exactly on loan for a variety of reasons. There are some circumstances when the library might be closed for some extended period of time, where it would be helpful to remind members of the items that they have borrowed and to let them know why the notice has been sent. It is also helpful to do this as the end of an academic or school year approaches. Here is how to access and use this feature. Before I illustrate how to use the feature, I would like to make note that the databases or the Opals sites I'm using today are demo databases, and they do not reflect students, teachers, and patrons of any library. This is done to avoid any privacy security issues for these patrons. So anything you see here, they're just all patrons that we use for demo purposes. Thank you. Okay, the circulation tab, the loaned items. Now in this example, I don't have any overdues, but I will show you one in a moment because this is a demo database. Just be sure you might want to go back to the beginning of the year or back even farther than that to capture all items out. I am going to just go back, say, to March 2nd. And again, this database is very small, so you're not going to see what you would see in a normal busy library coming up. So I've got March 2nd to today. I'm going to click Create Report. And here are the loaned items. I should also mention at this time that, again, they could be in red, and you may want to make note of that on your notice to the folks that pay attention to the due dates because some are overdue. Okay, I can select all patrons, and I'll click Email Notice, and this is where you can add your own statement, your own wording for the notice, and you can also archive different statements or different wordings for your notices. I'm just going to use this one. Due to the COVID-19 issues facing us, the library will be closed for an extended period of time. We are sending you this email as a reminder of what you have on loan. We hope to reopen the library this coming September. Thank you for your understanding. Please email us if you have any questions. And then at the bottom of the notice, I have the name of the library, the person who sent it, and the email. So I'm going to click Email Notice. And it tells us that 2 went out. I'd like to show you what the notices look like when they will go to your patrons. So it'll have your library name up here, and it'll have the, it'll have the patron's name, and if this is a school, the homeroom, if you use homerooms, or teacher, or grade. And here's the message that I had written on the the loaned items report. Here are the items on loan, and then this is the closing remark with an email. So again, this is one that shows, this report here doesn't show any overdues. But I'd like to show you another report that does, and this is one I ran, and it'll show you in red the overdues. I'm not going to send any emails to this, but you'll see that it's mixed up with red and black because some are due, were overdue back as far as 2017, etc. So you'll have to make your own decision on whether or not you want to send these out. And if they're very far overdue. Maybe the patrons don't visit your library any longer, have graduated, are not members of your library, etc. On this page, we see that most of these are not overdue or some of them are not overdue as yet, Monday, June 1st, etc. So I have this one, there's a combination of one that's due June 1st and an overdue. So if I was to send this to the person, if I put a click mark here and went up and clicked email notice, if I was just doing one at a time, you might again like to put a note that check the due dates on the notice, and those will reveal what items you have overdue. Okay, so I'm going back to this report, and just to review, you'll go to the circulation, loaned items. When the loaned items report comes up, you might want to go back quite a distance, but for this video, I'm just going back actually to March 2nd. Then you'll run it by user, not by homeroom or teacher. Run it by user, because then all the users will be listed alphabetically, and you can then email them in bulk. So I'm going to create the report, and once again you would select all and click email notice, change the notice if you'd like, and the closing remarks on the notice, and click email notice. I hope this short video helps, and just another reminder that we do have, I think I mentioned this already, that we do have a new tool titled the Opals Due Date Reassignment Utility that can move ahead all your due dates in the event your library may be closed for an extended period of time. This video is on our YouTube channel, and you'll also find the video I'm recording right now on our YouTube channel, as well as in our help pages, which is help.opalsinfo.net. Thank you very much.